Welcome to Azure Reference Architecture series. In this episode, I'm going to discuss how to create Azure App Service Plan and website using the RM template. Prior to this, I have made another video on the same topic, but created the App Service Plan and the website using the Azure portal. So normally creating the Azure portal is not the solution. So you should be using the RM template instead of Azure portal. So for the first time, if you are creating these resources in the Azure portal should be fine, but for the long run, you should be using the Azure RM templates and automating using the Azure DevOps. So let's take a look at what we are going to do it. So before going into the script RM templates, I would like to show you that this is the blueprint I'm created as part of this series. I'm going to implement these resources using the Azure portal, also using the RM template and automate these resources using the Azure DevOps. So that's the ultimate aim of this series. So prior to this, I've already created a resource group. I've already created a virtual network in the same resource group. And then I've created the app service environment under this virtual network. And now I'm going to create the app service plan for the web tier, app service plan for the app tier. So app service plan for the web tier contains all the websites like React applications and Blazor applications. App tier contains all my microservices. So, but these app service plans, web tier and app tier, are going to sit in the same app service environment. So when I'm creating the RM template, make sure that I'm using the existing app service environment while creating the app service plans. So if you are, that's the dependency. So that's the challenge we are going to address as part of this series using the RM template. So let's take a look at my source code. So this is the Visual Studio template I'm using for creating all these resources. Before that, we already created the resource group, and VNet I've explained how to create using the Azure RM templates. And this is the app service environment. That's your actual environment where the app service plans are going to sit. Now, this is a script for the app service plan. What I'm going to do is in subsequent videos, I'm going to automate this in a step-by-step, step one, step two, step three in the Azure DevOps pipeline. So first I'm creating the RM templates, and then the next step I will take you to automate these using the Azure DevOps. So let's take a look at the script. I've already prepared the script to save the time for the app service plan, which is going to be part of the app service environment. So as usual, you will see these are the normal schema and current version and properties. So these are part of the template. So this is the custom tags I'm going to include for in every service. So I made another video on how to add the custom tags. So custom tags will help for the billing purpose. So these are my custom tags. I've already discussed, so I'm not going to spend much time on that. This is the app service environment where this app service plan is going to sit. So this is the name of the app service environment. So I have a separate Excel sheet for managing all these resources as per the architecture I'm talking about here. So that's the name. So I'm following strictly Microsoft Azure naming conventions while giving the names to the resources. So this is the name of the resource group, which is going to have a dependency on the resource I'm going to create. This is my app service plan. So right now I'm creating only one app service plan for the web tier. I'm going to add, once this is successful, I'm going to add for the app tier also. This is for the web app name. So this is the name of the app I'm going to create in the same app service plan. And this is the location, and this is the repo URL. So at this moment, I'm not actually giving the repo URLs. So if you want to have the deployment slots created along with your website, so we can explore on the repo URL in the subsequent videos. So I have the variable for app service environment ID. So this is the pattern we need to follow in order to get the unique ID of the app service environment, because the app service plan which I'm going to create has the dependency on the app service environment. So you need to specify the resource group name, and then the actual endpoint of the app service environment, and then app service name, so that you will get the unique ID of the app service environment. You can add it in the properties to tie with the app service environment. So this is the type of the resource I'm creating. The server form is the app service plan. This is the API version. This is the name of the app service plan. Reading from the parameters, again the location. And since this is going to be part of the app service environment, make sure that the app service environment supports only the isolated versions, like I1, I2, I3, isolated V2. So that's the SKU. And the app I'm creating is the app is the app. And in the properties, you have to specify hosting environment profile, which is my app service environment, which is the variable. And this is how you decorate the tags, the custom tags, which is specified in the parameters in the top. And this is the type of the app I'm creating, which is Microsoft.web/sites. That is the website. And then you need to specify the name of the website and the kind, which is app or API. If you want API, then it will create the API app. If you want app, it will create the web app. And this is the dependency. When you are creating the app service plan, you need to say, website, you need to say what is the dependency. So make sure that when you keep the dependency on property, that resource is getting created part of the same Azure deploy script. So I was actually getting, when I kept the dependent on the app hosting environment, I was getting the error, because I'm not creating the app service environment as part of this script. I'm creating only the app service plan. So you should have the same resource created when you want to decorate with the dependent depends on. So this website depends on the app service plan, which is part of the same script. So that's why it is working. App service environment is not part of the same script. So that's why we cannot keep app service environments in the depends on, but we need to keep that in the hosting environment profile with the unique ID, so that it will sit inside the existing app service environment. And then if you want to add site configurations, you can add here. So for example, if I want to enable HTTP 2.0, so you can decorate that with. So this is another resource within the website for the repos, the deployment thing I was talking about. So I'm not using at this point, but I just can expand in the future. So this is how the script will look like. Let me quickly open the portal to show how the resource looks like. So this is the Azure login. I have already logged in. As I mentioned, this is the app's virtual network already created. So I've already have the subnet for the app service environment. So this is the subnet the app service environment is going to be part of. And app service environment is already created. So I already ran this script once, because that the script running will take some time. So this is my app service environment, which is the ILB ACE. So that's why you see the URL says the app service environment.net. If it is external, you will have the different URL. If it is internal, then you will see suffix with the app service environment.net. So this is the virtual network. This is a subnet associated to this app service environment. And this is the app service plan. which is created as part of this script. And then there is a web app created as part of it. So let me quickly run this. So in order to run, I'm using the Visual Studio code so that for creating the script, I'm comfortable with the Visual Studio, and running, I'm using the Visual Studio code. So it doesn't matter, you can use any of these editors. So this is my app service plan, and this is the script I was talking about. I am not using the parameter yet, so I will explore the parameters in the next video. And this is my Azure Resource Group file, which is going to run and create the plan for me. So let me quickly, now I am in the root folder. So I have to go into the app service plan folder, and then run the PowerShell file. So which is going to read the data from this template file and create the app service plan. So since I've already created the app service plan, so this should be quicker. It is just going to be incremental. So I'm rerunning the same script again so that make sure that the script is working as expected. So the script execution is completed, which is really fast, I think less than 30 seconds. So here is the status. This is a resource group, location, provisioning status, and the tags. So this is the these are the parameters. These are the tags, custom tags passed, all that information. So this is successful. So if you go back to the app service plan. So this is the app service plan where I have a web app created. So these are the tags passed from the RM template. So this is the name of the app service plan. So if you want to look at the app service plan, the SKU is I1 V2. So these are the three V2s, and these are the features supported as part of this SKU. And this is the networking part. And the app is deployed along with the app service plan. So this is the URL. You will not be able to access this URL because this is the ILBAs. So that means this is not exposed outside publicly. So this will be used inside the corp within the VNet. And so this is the app service plan. Yep, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. So in case if you want to continue watching this video, if you missed any of those videos, so you can go to this portal iCodeForYou.com, and this is a series I'm working right now, Azure Referential Architecture Practical Guide. So I think there is something wrong, sorry. So these are the list of videos I have already made. If you want to see more in details, so this website will have latest and greatest information. So this is the app service plan using the portal, and I'm going to add the current video status also in this video. So what we have done is created the app service plan using the RM templates. Thank you very much. I would like you to subscribe if you like, or hope you like this video. Thank you.